Okay. Oh yeah, those of you who follow the VOD channel may have noticed that there's been a lot more uploads. I am struggling to keep those coming out at a reasonable pace, cut down to an hour, and part of me is a little bit tempted to start uploading whole VODs again, just to make it a little bit easier to keep it up. I would kind of prefer not to have multiple uploads a day on the VOD channel of the same series. That feels like too much. I don't know. If you have thoughts about this either on Twitch, YouTube, or Discord, let me know. Let me know in one of those three places. Okay, so we are the Book of Gouda Cheese, Prince of Fashion. We are a very, very horny man. We are forgiving, though, but we are impatient, deceitful, and an adulterer who is rakish, a known sodomite, and in fact, infected with lover's pox. So that's fun. My thoughts are better for the content, be there for binging than not at all. Okay, good to know. Because doing them as single VODs would also, frankly, help my me have a little more free time too. As much as I like cutting them up. What was I looking at? Oh, Strategos experience. Alright. We can create a cadet branch. We're feuding. We can station men-at-arms. We can declare war. Oh, children like guardians. He's impatient and rowdy. Let's make him a military kid. For someone with more learning, but this'll have to do. Dionysos. Stewardship. Sure, stewardship sounds great. No, let's not make our child Bulgarian. Okay, men-at-arms can be stationed. Here we go. Just looking real closely at... Alright, Ballistri. They counter spearmen and heavy infantry. It's so interesting. Uploads take a while and a lot of bandwidth, so whichever thing you do, set one, maybe 2 days a week at most. Upload one video. Not the night after the stream, so you don't tie yourself down to your computer on nights you need to rest after stream. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You know, I'm able to schedule... I'm able to schedule the actual releases, so that's fine. I can do... I've been doing them in batches. Spymaster has come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my acquaintance Zenobia is scheming against my son Dionysos. Throw her in jail. Not your courtier or vassal, no. This traitor be known to all. Oh, she's my, she's part of the family we're feuding with. What are we doing in terms of schemes? We should always be scheming. Oh, they're not, right, they're not the governor of Cyprus anymore. The governor of Achaia is now the house head. Haha, you have great pox, idiot. Must be the head of a... Can't use the challenge scheme again. I could slander him. We'll try a slander scheme. Yeah, that's good odds. ABS, always be scheming. Especially for admin. You really should be as any government type, though. I'm not good about that, though. I kind of enjoy the admin, abs are good. True. I'm enjoying the admin gameplay. It's kind of chill. Grind meat on these. Mayor of this barony is gathering and hoarding a lot more gold than one would expect. The mayor may not be sending enough taxes upward, or perhaps isn't investing enough into the city itself. I thought at first that this was a horse's head, not a hand holding a bag. That makes so much more sense. I've received a number of reports that Mayor Focus, who is overseeing Dimochichon, is keeping the vast majority of the city's taxes for himself. While it's expected that a mayor may indeed keep any leftover taxes, the amounts reported are excessive. They easily border on the corrupt, and to worsen the matter, his actions reflect poorly upon me. Of course. I shall have to resolve this in person. Grab a mountaineer. Do we need the mercenary guards, though? Kind of.
Die Demodican? Die Demodis nuts.
Thank you. Didemodicum. Sure, that sounds correct, I guess. I want to check control levels real quickly. Okay. Control's actually pretty high. Yeah, it's all Greek to me, which as you know is a fake made-up language. Son learned Slavonic. Nice. Would have been more fitting for an emoticon joke? How so? Didemodicon? I waste little time upon my arrival in Didemotichon and ride swiftly for the mayor's residence. I barge in unannounced and am once rewarded by my spectacle. Focus stares at me for a short moment, dumbfounded, before recovering himself. As he listens to my accusations, a scowl spreads across the minister's face. Such vile accusations, I could... Focus pauses and takes a deep breath. Fine, how do you suggest we proceed? You give me the money. Give it back to the people by arranging festivities. I don't know if I care about control growth and popular opinion in this county. Roman ceremonies. Oh, right. You give me the money. Everyone hates me. Somebody touching my croquette. At long last, I'm finally home. Thank God I can go inside again. Gift artifact. Starbucks wants to give me the Kuma sword? Yes, please. Yeah, free sword. Fuck yeah. Known sinful bastard who is known to have every hole as a colon. Giorgio once more prattling on about some nonsense about how I have wronged her. Her eyes are aflame as she curses my name once again, and her choler only rises as I dismiss her anger with a scornful shake of the head. As she continues to berate me even as I snipe back retorts in turn, I catch myself considering her eyes again. No sooner have I stepped out of that small reverie than I find my gaze drifting over to the curve of her jawline. So strikingly distended by rage. Unconsciously staring, I know how her chest heaves invitingly as she continues her tirade, and what have I gotten myself into? Isn't this like our mother-in-law? No, different Georgia. No, that was I'm thinking of our mother. This is too funny to pass up. She's kind of funny looking, to be totally honest. But she is a known fornicator. She's got lover's pox, but so do we. Hopefully we see much more of each other. A free hole. I mean, it is the roleplay option. Troubadour will soon be performing at the court in Nicaea. It would be a simple request to have her change the performance to be a dedication to Lady Georgia, the target of my affection. Oh, I would gain huge stress for doing anything but a bold declaration. So let's try it. I mean, we have a 95% success chance, so we just need to wait until it... Oh, because of this. I mean, you know what they say, what happens in CK stays in CK. Love-hate relationship sounds like a good time. It kind of does. Troubadour's performance was greatly appreciated. I always knew you were a man of impeccable taste. Do I want to help my liege with this war? No, I actually kind of want to see the empire shrink. And a peasant uprising would not do that. But it would weaken them. Would weaken the emperor. George is looking massive? Yeah. What's, oh, because he's a conqueror. Oh, shit. That's interesting. I thought it wouldn't what happens in CK gets exported to EU4. Sometimes. Oh, we have money. Should be investing. Investing in our holdings. Is there anything that's still empty? There is. Plains. I'm gonna build cattle pastures here. Crop fields here. That's all my money. Priest controlling Crane has finished. I'm going to have you focus on domestic affairs. Maybe it'll raise the opinion of my counselors a little bit. While I'm busy with the seduction. Where else can you raise? I don't care about Burgess, to be honest. My vassals can raise the control there. Hey, Timmy. Can I send you gold? How much would it cost to get you to like me? No. I'm not gonna spend that. Dionysios. What? Raid? Welcome, raiders. Akela, thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Please let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. I am stupid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Thanks for the raid. So for those who don't know me, my name's Coffee. I am a gay bear girl on a quest for world domination, or something along those lines. And I play historical grand strategy times and whatever else tickles my fancy, really.
I'd like some more coffee.
What else was I say? I got completely... Yeah, I'm a stupid American. What can I say? I can't say things. But yeah, make yourselves comfortable and come hang out. With my leave, my son Dionysos and his wet nurse parade into my chamber. Melissa poses like a herald and proclaims, "My liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Dionysos has a mighty gift to offer you. Go ahead, Dionysos, tell him." "Father, I lost a tooth." My son proudly presents his toothless smile, handing me a pouch with fallen tooth inside. Yeah, let's, Pocket pear, but cute. Thank you. Let's try to keep chat to English as much as possible, just to make things easier on my mods. Because unfortunately I do have a slightly multilingual mod team, but they can't all be here at the same time, and they can't speak every language. And Nisos, keep your tooth as a good luck charm. Keep your tooth as a good luck charm. I don't need the child opinion that much. All right. Are the peasants really going to siege Constantinople? That's crazy. That sucks for the Emperor. As long as they don't cross over, we're fine, though. Hey, Funkus Fluge. Needs a guardian. He's charming. He's already focused on intrigue, so let's keep it that way. We'll educate him ourselves. And station men-at-arms again? Thought I already had. I already have. Weird that that pop-up's still there. Oh, there's the Emperor's army, okay. No matter what his other worth may be to our scheme, there's no denying that Governor Starbuck's sheer distance from Lord Gregorios causes us issues. A remote agent simply cannot be as helpful as one able to move about as needed. I'll take scattered agents. We're feuding with this family. It doesn't make sense to pull my brother off of the scheme. And we're doing quite well. I mean, just probably 2 more advantages and we'll fire this lander. Lady Georgia's reactions to my advances tell me everything I need to know. The time has come to put my plan into action. I think my chances are good, yet I must remember that Lady Georgia's cousin, Gregorios, is always watching. Georgia will be mine. As I draw close to Lady Georgia, I don't know whether to tear the clothes from her body or punch the lewd smile off her face. She kisses me, a challenge, and I drag her closer. A fitting riposte. The warring feelings in my chest are echoed by our bodies. We spend the night delivering both insult and bliss unto each other. Do we make her our lover? Having a lover who's also our rival is kind of funny. Yeah, my rattling hag is intense. It's incredibly intense. She's just a family head. Kinda hot, though. I get it. Let's make her our lover. Now introducing rivals and lovers. Hey, my rattling hag. And yes, chat, rivals and lovers is about your favorite ship that it feels applicable to. I'm talking about that one. Yes, that one specifically. I know exactly what you're thinking, and that's what I mean. Lady Georgia has come to me, and I immediately know why. She's with child, and there's little doubt in her heart as mine as to who the father is. However, with my marriage to Stefana, there's nothing I can do except hope that my involvement stays secret. Thought it would never come to this. I mean, she's already a fornicator. Dionysios' first unrobing. As I patiently await the fetching of my robes, the servant stutters. My lord, no one can find your garments. Surrounded by incompetence, I mutter, storming from my chamber. It is in my son Dionysius' room that I discover not only my raiments, but the boy's wet nurse. I had no part in it, my liege. He dressed himself. Just like old dad. Little scoundrel. I'm singing that out loud, by the way. Cute. Wait, did Biz lose against the peasants? Vinti and strategista Vivian seem to be enjoying themselves a little too much for the humble role they play in my designs. Common ground in our little plan to slander has given way to mutual respect, which is in turn clearly becoming a firm bond, however unlikely the origin may be. Friendship forged at my favor. In weak hooks. Vinti's my heir right now. Okay. She's quite good. Friendship forged at my favor. Alright. Gained a level of devotion. We're now not a sinner. It's a little odd for my mother Georgia and I to be brought together over this scheme to slander. That's who I was thinking of. Still, there's joy to be found in a common task in working together towards a goal. A gold? A goal. Frustration shared or lessened. Triumphs multiplied, and there's always something to talk about. I'm glad to have brought her in on this endeavor. Familial bliss. Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna let the next phase tick once. And then we'll fire it at 95% success chance. Public discourse is rife with the fruit of my subtle designs. My scandalous campaign of rumors, veiled accusations, and mindless gossip has caused a deep shift in sentiment towards Gregorios. His reputation lies in tatters. Gregorios remains baffled by his degradation, utterly clueless to my involvement. Such delightful filth I've helped heap high. Okay, I can personal scheme, and I should be swaying my spy master. I also want to be working on getting more family members in charge of oh, they're mostly children. My family, that is. Do I want to be Vinti or Georgia? Oh, Georgia's my mother. Right. She's not part of our house, so we don't care as much. Hmm. So we'll just save up influence now. I was thinking about using our schemes to, like, discredit other candidates. Maybe I work on getting either myself or my brother into Byzantium. He's an irritable adulterer, and we are us. Let's see who has a higher chance, Byzantium. Greco-Byzantine edition of all my children. Right, the Emperor's a drunken eunuch, and he's actually quite close to death. And 75 versus my brother would be even harder, so we're closer. I'm gonna do a major contribution. And then Locus the Girthy. We're going to slander him. Right, Mr. Emperor, what do you got here? Being attacked by Strategos Romanos. Manuel's claim on the Byzantine Empire. Hmm. It's a lot of infighting. Someone's plotting to kill my guest, Constantinios. I don't care. It's fine, though. Lady Georgia is carrying the burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It's terrible for an unmarried woman and her child, yet I cannot let it be known that I am the true father. Oh, what will become of my son? Scandal in waiting. How many children do we have? We have quite a few sons. I don't really think we need to acknowledge a bastard. Why is her... Oh, she's an illegitimate bastard. That's why. Yes, we do have those. I'll expose my secret. There's really no reason to. Our wife tried to kill us and is in prison. We might as well acknowledge bastards. The secret that Iacobos is my child is suddenly on everyone's lips. I already knew that Iacobos was the result of my dalliances with Lady Georgia, but the repercussions for Iacobos could be dire. To live a life as a bastard is not an easy thing. Oh, he's not part of our house. Unfortunate. Oh, he's an ugly baby. And we're a sinner again. Cool. To the Perceptive Book of Gouda Cheese, I send word because I find myself in need of more soldiers. Mauricio, what side of the army are you on? Holy War for the High Chieftain of Yedasan. Interesting. Everyone must know how much of a fuck machine we are. I'll send in my troops. It's fine, we don't need them right now. Day after day, I have to tolerate the presence of my guest Trayanos. Whenever I talk to him, he scoffs loudly. Is he trying to insult me? I will accept no disrespect from the swain. Someone has to teach him a lesson. I have this poison I've been meaning to try out. Would be a shame if he made a fool of himself at court. Have you heard he's as plain as flour in bed? Flour in bed? As plain as flour in bed. Got it. I have this poison I've been wanting to try out. Shared enemies. I've been mulling over a strongly worded letter I received from my brother Starbucks this morning. He's laid out his firm wish that our entire house make express enemies of the Baltazi's dogs. I cannot defend Theodoros's reciprocated rivalry with Latte, but what of the risks of our family? I gain stress because I'm forgiving. This will get us nowhere. I've already helped a little. That game just gave you a way to say that guy doesn't have any kinks? Yeah. I think you go with stress? Oh. We're already enemies of the ball sacks, but we're forgiving. I think we don't care about the feud very much. I think your hate for the family overwhelms forgiving. Maybe. That's certainly how it's been going so far. It's a new name among the magnates of the Byzantine Empire. Karantula, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. And Messlake, thanks for the follow. I think I forgot to say that earlier. I apologize. Ventures. Oh, and we've inherited a county that just got taken over by peasants. I think we just give it up, though, because we're way over domain limit. Dangerous faction, peasant rabble. Rabble, 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 rabble. New marshal. This guy at least likes us. Way failed. It is my sister Venti that's plotting to kill me? Why? Like, I know she's in line for Philippopolis, but she's my sister. Oh, she's ambitious, that's why. Air, yeah, that makes sense. Strategos Theophilos is certainly an asset to my scheme, providing skill, wisdom, and guidance as best he can at every turn. Most recently, that's meant offering to help tutor me in an effort to improve our overall chances. It's tempting if presumptuous. I accept. To air is to human. Venti is a good vibe for a murderous name. It's true. Archon Anastasia of Pernek has accused my vassal Nikephoros of having had an affair with his lover. I don't see what the fuss about. It's not as if lust is an unnatural affliction. Just being a little horny. Not like sex is illegal or anything. Gained experience and intrigue. Or not intrigue. I keep calling it intrigue. Influence. What madness possessed me to bring my lover Georgia into my scheme? The foolish oaf has been nothing but trouble from the very first day I involved her. A maddening, ugly little thorn in my side. Never openly sabotaging me, of course, but when anything and everything you touch goes wrong for seemingly no reason, and someone's always got a smile about it. Damn. Unfortunate. I see an opportunity to further Kuma interests as well as those of my house, Komnenos Mosnopolis. In exchange for a material token of goodwill, I would be willing to make my own sacrifice. What are you asking for? Vindikuma's score increases, but I pay him money. Fine offer if reversed. I have no need of this. I don't think we did sleep with him. To be fair. To be fair. Oh, Venti's not the heir anymore. Now my nephew. Sure. You know what? He is betrothed. Quite a decent wife. Best maker to the heir until she kills more. Maybe. Or maybe she'll stop trying to kill now that she's not the heir. Cleric is reported to be selling religious titles and offices to the highest bidder, a highly illegal practice. The case I'm asked to judge today is quite delicate. A local priest has been caught offering religious tithes and offices to the unqualified children of local notables. The man Laurentios fills his purse at God and his superior's expense. Practice is obviously very illegal. Because of the religious nature of the crime itself and the parties involved, it's also rather controversial. There's a great risk that by my necessary intervention in their affairs, the clergy will be displeased. Could use a favor from someone like you. No, this illegally acquired gold is hereby confiscated. The church already hates us. There's really no reason to spend a little piety. No reason not to. All right. Time is ticking, right? No, I'm paused. I thought time was moving. Oh, ads are coming up. Two of my agents, Strategos Bardas and Strategos Alexandros, seem to have found common cause in the plan beyond the basic goal. Inspired by his compatriot's skill with letters, speechcraft, and general rhetoric required to slander, Alexandros has taken to studying what Barbas does differently to himself in hopes of improving his own skills. Harmless enough in theory, but it doesn't help our overall goal. Put that energy into the plan. I don't care about these guys. Be interesting if you can die sinful and impious enough they can declare you the Antichrist post-mortem. Arrange betrothal. Phosphorios, who is impatient, brave, and rowdy. You are offering a marriage to the daughter of a provincial count. Feudal one at that. I don't think we really want this alliance, although it is decent prestige. I guess we want as many children as possible, so we should be really focusing on getting all of our sons married as soon as they can. Okay, I'm going to run ads here. Everybody take a minute to get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, get some water, make some coffee, make a sandwich, whatever you need to do to take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and it's important if for that reason alone. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and I will see you shortly. Be right back. Ads, there we go. Alright. Get up and run to the restroom while we're on ads. I'll be right back. I think I've talked about this in the abstract, but I've been feeling better about streaming lately than I have for most of this year, and I'm really happy about that. I was being vague about it earlier, but like I've had some pretty exciting opportunities pop up, or potential opportunities, and friend of mine is working on getting started as a streamer soon, potentially. So I've been helping them with that, and it feels nice. Seems like actually something doable again. I like that. So, oh, anyway, ads are done. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Let's unpause. We got a county sieged. Cow, cow, cow. Existence of my plot has been discovered. Hydrate and stretch. Ooh, thank you. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it a lot more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. How much harder? Not very. It's only one breach, we should be safe. These rebels are already taking damage. I'm gonna see if I can siege down... If I can siege back this fort. Just so that I can start making money from it again. There's a claim on Kaliopolis. No, I'm not gonna go to war with the Emperor. Of those I've chosen to involve in this little scheme, Venti is probably not the absolute most skilled. Still, she's clearly applying herself, determined not to let my efforts go to waste, with the aim of improving her skill in matters of diplomacy. Bettering yourself is costly, but it helps us all in the end. And goes well. Sent ransom. You want to pay me 27 gold for my wife who tried to have me killed to go free? No. I refuse. I'm fourth in line for the Empire? Oh, excellent. Just do a major contribution for now. I don't want to inherit it right now necessarily, but I do want to get a claim. Um, because the Emperor is in poor health and in the middle of a civil war, I don't want to inherit that civil war. But when the Emperor dies, maybe if the Civil War is still going on and someone else inherits, maybe I could join a second Civil War. Proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Despite being a curious child, eager to learn, Helios's attention drifted elsewhere as he grew older. Hardly studious, he at least managed to memorize certain choice quotes from the classics. He'll probably not write any great theorems, but he might read one or two. Yeah, you are... If he wasn't ambitious, I'd ask him to become a priest. This UI's changed in a way that I can't put my finger on. Like, these weren't all the... These were here, weren't they? But what used to be here? Ambitious, lustful, paranoid, sure. Too bad Ritalin won't be invented for a few centuries. One of the children at court, Demetrios, had taken the toy boat of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son was there and saw it all happen. He ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost half an hour, but when he did, he had retrieved the toy, much to the annoyance of Demetrios. Very brave, albeit somewhat foolish. Right, Bonkus. You're getting an intrigue education. Bravery does not really help you. Stubborn and wrathful. Stubborn and wrathful don't really help you either, though. Such bravery is commendable. Can you oubliette the wife? She ain't dying fast and I'm getting impatient. And we are impatient. You're right. My agent at Strategos Locus's court has been discovered. Now he's known to be untrustworthy and cannot help my cause any further. I do have a 95% chance of success, so let's just fire that. I think she is already dungeoned. She's not dungeoned. Ain't stressed because I'm forgiving. It's fine. Public discourse is rife with the fruit of my subtle designs. Locus knows of my involvement, but it matters little. It is far too late now. The damage to his reputation is done. Oh. Oh, that's a mask. I thought that was actually his face. He's looking rough, though. How did he... Oh, he's a leper, too. How did he get disfigured, I wonder? He's really not gonna last long, huh? I'm going to, You've reached your investment capacity for this title. Oh, influence candidacy. Here we go. We'll do a major deduction. Not enough. Why must I always do everything myself? How can I be expected to manage the affairs of Philippopolis when one half of my court is incapable of following my orders, and the other half doesn't even understand them? Why must you all be incompetent idiots? What are our stats again? I don't really think I want either of these. I mean, our stats aren't great, and these affect stats that we actually care about generally. I'm just gonna take the extra roll. This is really risky, but then we'll visit the brothel. Oh, there we go. We'll visit the brothel. Sod this, I'm off to the whorehouse. Lost in Lustu. Oh, intrigue. Intrigue penalty. And we'll visit the brothel again. We're fine. A dark night can truly make the shadows in my Castron's hallways come alive. The perceived risks for unsanctioned visitors rise ever higher for every unguarded corner spotted. If I alone can see this many faults, imagine what more people with a similar perspective could do. I'll hire a group of discreet agents, or my perspective alone is enough. Ooh. It's kinda nice. I'm gonna hire the discreet agents, though. I'm assuming this goes somewhere. I don't remember. How's this person's war going? They're losing it. Good job. So this is what you should do. Constantinia, an expert in the discreet arts, has been all over my Castron, scaring both servant and courtier alike when emerging from the darkest of corners. Huddled around her notes, a detailed plan for increased security is slowly taking form. I already feel safer. I could use someone of your talents. Perfect. It's not even that high intrigue, but might have use for someone of your talents. Are you independent? No, you're... That's really bold. This provincial count is declaring war on the Emperor over a single county. I guess that's how weak the Empire is. The siege was won. Good, good, good. Increase control. A napperer discreetly drops the package next to me. I yawn, barely enduring this woeful feast, and start opening it. Inside is a smelly wax tablet lazily etched, depicting a rather flatteringly endowed woman form bent into a seductive pose. I glance around the room stunned, only to see Romila staring back at me. She grins and her eyebrows start wiggling like frenzied caterpillars. Huh. My, the wax is still warm. Shared amateur art. Another eager fool, another secret. The wax is still warm. Oh, she didn't have lover's pox. Congrats. Cannot express how sorry I am. Let's work on swaying my chancellor, and then I'm going to switch her over to domestic affairs. Do I have a better steward? I do. It's much better. Declare wars on Hungary. All right. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my son, Dionysos. Avarice and opportunity. As the appointed strategos of Philippinopolis, I am an instrument of the Basilius, with full authority over my theme's bureaucracy, subjects, and naturally, taxes. Pondering the provincial future finances, it occurs to me that it would be well within my purview to institute a new minor levy on the people, only for the good of the empire, of course. Sadly, some extra contributions are warranted. Minor collection is all that is necessary. Philippinopolis could really use some help. Theme is not my private purse. I really want the governor experience, if I'm being totally honest. It's not much, though. In line for Epirus, Byzantium, and Thrace. Oh, I'm first in line for Byzantium. It worked. Someone is plotting to kill my son and heir, Helios. Everybody's trying to kill everyone. Never would have thought that a man could have too much love, yet it seems life has proved me wrong. Some days I feel as if my spare time is nothing but fantasizing about the future with Romila, having romantic dinners with Mare, and getting recklessly intoxicated with Georgia. For how long can I go on like this? These women will be the end of me. Might break me, but what is life without love? Reduce disease symptoms. Oh! Just as I was wondering about it. We're gonna let those tooltips go. As Basilius, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Mayor Unike of Huskvo is looking sternly at me as a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there is also some envy in her eyes. She starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Kuma. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. You wouldn't be able to move with pockets so full. True. Let them see their new Basilius. Corona Solomon. Oh, the Kuma house banner looks so good. Statue of the Four Tetrarchs. Imposing statue of the Porphyry depicting two members of the first Tetrarchy instituted by Diocletian. Neat. I mean, I don't need the statue of a cat. I don't need the hide of a cat or dog or whatever. But we'll put it up anyway. Statue of Constantine or hydraulic organ. I mean, I can do both. Learning per level of devotion is not going to help us. Alright, we have a full court. Hey, Doggin, good to see you. Baseline is 100. Administrative court sounds correct. Greek as the language seems correct. With the passing of Gregorios of the Byzantine Empire, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and run a hand through my hair. Oh, the things I will accomplish. Pause. Hold court. Strategos Manuel crosses his arms before stepping forward to voice his petition. My liege, I seek your aid in confronting the issue of thieves stealing from Tripoli and its people. My lands are but one of many within the realm suffering from lack of control. I ask for any aid that you could spare. We must invest in these wild regions. I pay him gold. Every county with 33 control or less gains control. Loses incompetent tax collection and thieves guild. Sure. How bad is Tripoli? Ooh. Pretty bad. Generous, noble Basilius, hear my plea. This petitioner is flanked by 2 guards and her hands are tied securely. I recognize my prisoner, Helena. I don't recognize my prisoner, Helena. Too long have I languished in captivity. Please show me mercy and release me. Nothing is dearer to my heart than my freedom. So no price shall be too steep for it. Demand what you want of me, and I shall obey. You are hereby fully pardoned. Forced to be an agent in all my schemes. Wow. You're hereby fully pardoned. I could use the stress loss. Major Gregorios comes forward, proceeding with marked caution. Your Grace, my city of Theodosia grows rich by our burghers' dealings with trading ships which ply the havens along the Byzantine Empire's coast. We have made our town and you prosperous and deserve greater influence over Kerch. Kerch is yours to rule. Means commercial boom. Such privileges must be justified. Thanks for the hydrate, Nissa. Yes, too much. Such privileges must be justified. We could use the money right now. Because I need to give out that land anyway. Hydrate and stretch. Wolfen, hola. ¿Cómo está? Something I've realized kind of lately from work is that, well, let me rephrase. I've gotten compliments, on my Spanish because I have to use it sometimes at work. But the truth is, like, mostly I've just gotten really good at saying, mi español es no bueno, uh, pero mi comprende más español para mi hablas. Uh, and that seems to be very impressive to people. Hey, sick. Goes it. Okay, so we have this war going on here, and then we have the Civil War. I may just white peace this one. What if I enforce demands? They can't join a faction for 10 years and allows me to imprison them. It does also give me legitimacy, which, speaking of, what is my legitimacy at? It's not great. Offer a eunuch. Interesting. Why does Starbucks hate me? Too many duchies, sodomites, contempt. I'm gonna sway Starbucks. I offer you a eunuch in these trying times. Let's focus on domestic affairs. Promote cultural acceptance between Serbian and Greek. I'm not going to do that right now. Convinced as your territory is interesting. I'm going to increase development in Constantinople. Scourge of the Straits. Tell me about it. Am I right, gamers? Ah, the beast ravaging the Bosphorus Straits. I don't remember the name of this beast, but I do know about this. There was a whale around this time period in the Bosphorus who would just attack ships for no apparent reason. King Gomez still doesn't want an alliance, really? Mostly just because I'm at war, okay. Defender of God can be reinstated. Will's lineage is said to fuck with billionaires to this day. Hey, sweet honey. Can offer hostages. To the HRE are hungry. I won't. I can usurp Dalmatia. I can declare wars. Too many duchies held. Thrace, Philippopolis, and Epirus. Philippopolis I can give out. Grant to Helios. Now I don't have too many held duchies. I think I don't. Okay, what is my... held land, okay. And... got it. I'm not going to give it to a 10-year-old. Isakios Kuma. And have Ein Tab. And the nymphs I can't give out because it's a war. Wolfen, you are such a good wolf. Mama Bear's so proud of you. You're doing a great job. Potential alliance negotiations. Grant vassals to rightful liege. Endorse my patriarch, low controlling counties. Having cold socks, I'm sorry. Anything slowing down control growth? Because that seems like a very long amount of time. Nope. Just don't have a very good marshal, I guess. Ow. Okay. Your realm will lose land if Strategos Romanos of Bulgaria wins a war. That's the war against me, right? Yeah. Okay, now military. We have to learn how the military works. We haven't done that yet. Means in other themes. On troops cost me influence. Let's try that for now. Raise them here. Today marks a historic milestone for House Kuma. Never before has a proud member of our family sat on the throne of the Byzantine Empire. Never has this happened, and rarely did we dream of it before me. She looked away. Aww. My kin exhort me to establish a legacy for the ages. In centuries, the world may still revere all the names of House Kuma, and most of all the great Basilius, the Book of Buddha Cheese, who brought them glory. Onward to eternal glory. Defending a river crossing, defending mountains. The palace pillaging rite. Bulky, hairy Varangians stagger about my new imperial halls, their arms laden with gold and jewels. With Basilius Gregorios's death, those who would have defended him to the last have taken to the treasure chambers. It is their traditional right, and none dare stop these elite foreigners from claiming glittering bonuses. This is the price paid to keep my Varangian guards, This is the price to keep my Berangian guards, my oath-sworn hounds, content on their leashes. And so, under Olaf Estrid, they reach into the purse of God's chosen monarch. Customer, no, I will chastise these brutes. Again, disrespected the Varangians. Ooh. Loyalty has its price. Gow, gow, gow. Three, two, one. How you doing? How you doing, Gustav? Yeah, we're not making any money from our domain holdings right now, so we're bleeding cash. Doing okay. I'm quite surprised when Lord Constantinos appears in front of me, forcing a private audience on me. Great Basilius, a dream from God occurred to me. Not just a dream, though, but a true prophecy. I was chosen to be the next strategos of the theme of Athens. The wisest of the priests have confirmed it. Were you now? Your value should be proved with deeds, not dreams. I'll give it to him. I'll take the hook. Remit refused. I don't remember getting offered a remit. Okay, now I think that all things considered, I might want to go down... I may want to go down the torturer route. However, it may also behoove me to go diplomacy, actually. Something like August. Does August give influence, or is it just prestige? No, it doesn't give influence. So not that, actually. I don't think diplomat's super useful. Maybe I want to splash into Overseer? Not only are we a fuck machine, but we're a BDSM fuck machine. It's a good point. Let's go with Torturer for the goofs. We can, in a realm this big, we can rule with dread. So we are going to switch to an intimidation focus. What is our dread right now? 0. Because of lover's pox, mostly. Take intimidation focus. I'm gonna raise my natural dread to 25. Hey, Toxicite. I need another siege commander. There we go. Dangerous faction. Peasant rabble? I can deal with peasant rabble. My liege, I've been hosting your Chancellor, Duke Dragton, for several weeks, and he's helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I'm nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. Excellent. As I lean over to pick up a scripture to study, my son Fungus Fluge barges into the room, interrupting my tranquil solitude. Father, you won't believe what I found out about Apolloinos. Apolloinos pauses to catch his breath for dramatic effect. Well then speak. Secrets are currency, my dear boy. Will greatly further his intrigue education. Secrets are currency, my dear boy. I think I would make for an excellent steward. Please accept this as proof of my commitment. You hate me. And you would not make an excellent steward. You would make the same steward as the one I already have. And he's a powerful vassal. Decline. Don't want to attack into the hills, but I might have to here. My foe, Lord Gregorios, is scheming against my son. Throw him in jail. Yeah, Gregorios, this fucker, throw him in jail. What a wise decision, my liege, my Chancellor Duke Drogton. Smiles nervously and bobs his head at me like a pigeon. Truly, I have nothing to add. Duke Drogden of Dukelia fears me too much to contradict my decision. It makes him rather useless as a chancellor. Perfect, my council should fear me. Cowering counselor. Do your job myself, you fool. Speak your mind freely. Your position is safe. I would gain stress for this? Interesting. No, my council should fear me. I don't care if he loses a little bit of diplomacy. Oubliette? Yes. My darling, this just isn't working anymore. My lover Georgia pulls away from me, the dwindling spark between us, and to think you would murder. It's all too much. I murder. I don't remember murdering. Did I murder? I didn't murder. Weird. Can't put everything in Nucleat, especially eventually we just run out of holes. I've returned. No worries, I appreciate the lurk. Adds in 5, thank you. I guess it's time to stop. Go our separate ways. For grandeur decreased, por qué? That's not what I said. Eventually we'd have so many holes. We gotta have Duke Hilly romance a lady with peaches. I don't understand. Duke Hill? I'm missing the reference. Oh, nice. Now, really ironically for you, friend, I'm going to give up this land. Like, if you had just waited, you could have just taken this. Dule is how his name is pronounced. Oh, that's an L. Dule Hill. I think you can understand why I thought that said Duke. This guy in the flashbacks in the movie Holes. Got it. That's what I was missing. Let's place Gus and Psyche. Understood. Request raid remit from Lady Anastasia. Sure. I accept your bribe. My chancellor, or my marshal died. Excuse me. You can be my new marshal. You hate me. Ooh. I have double scheme. I have double sways. Is that because I'm Basilius? Anyway, before I get too distracted, I have to run ads. Everyone take this opportunity to get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, get some water, make a sandwich, make some coffee, do whatever you gotta do to take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of those, and it's important to take good care of it. We will be back in 3 minutes. I almost said 30 minutes. I will see you then. Doop. All right. Oh, I know I said this at the beginning of the stream too. I'm weirdly tired today. 30-minute VTuber ad break would be funny. Yeah. I forgot who it was, but I saw some VTuber, some Twitch VTuber added a bigger one. Added a stream redeem that's like run 3 minutes of ads that you could spend like some number like 10,000 points on or something. And then immediately the next day was like, okay, that was too few points. We're not doing that again. I need to figure out how I'm doing ads for the collab on Saturday. I might change ads to be like a short ad every 15 or every 30. Because I'm not going to ask people to like stop what they're doing just to time out my ad breaks. But I have a couple days to figure that out, so... Sorry, I got distracted for a second here, just peeking at a couple things. All right, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get back to it. Okay, lot going on all of a sudden. My meat suit stayed put. Look, I'm not your mom. I think it's a good idea, but I'm not your mom. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Theophono, the daughter of the hoplite's Sinope that's planning to kill my son. Mommy coffee. I mean... No, you would make a terrible marshal. Decline. My nephew and vassal wants to be my ally. I accept. We've had this conversations many times. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. My memory's bad, but it's not that bad. Okay, so there's the enemy armies. I want to do this quick siege. Due to your obvious lack of piety, a condition which worries the church greatly, I have granted the Strategos of Antioch a claim on the Byzantine Empire. That's rude. I think I would make an excellent steward. Oh, for fuck's sake. You wouldn't. Actually, you would. You would be a better steward than the other guy, but he's a powerful vassal. Decline. My sways failed. Oh, Fungus Floosh learned the Dacian Vulgar from apparently talking to his mom while she was in prison. How expensive is this going to be? 40 gold? I can afford that. Mercenary contract is expiring. He is certain that my acquaintance is scheming against my son. Throw her in jail. Okay, let this traitor be known to all. Can I white piece this? I don't want to white piece this because I want to imprison everybody. Did you get her fun hat since she's in jail? Unfortunately, I think that hat's gendered. Seeing your confirmation of my continued appointment as governor of province of Dubrovnik. Arrange the ceremony at once. Oh, confirmation, as in paying homage. My palace functionaries throng the Crystoklinos Golden Reception Hall was the main ceremonial hall, where an endless line of imperial appointees await. Most notable of these is Governor Viserion, who has traveled here from Ragusa. My Strategos governs the province of Dubrovnik, a rugged frontier region and one of the great bulwarks of the realm, home to trusty communal Serbians and some fine churches of the true Orthodox faith. Governor Viserion bows deeply, takes up the symbolic scepter of authority, vowing faithfully to serve his Basilius. Govern well, Governor. Gender role strike again? Yeah. Something something time period. I think I would make for an excellent steward. Bosphorios comes of age. As an active and enthusiastic child, it's no surprise that Bosphorios has done well in his studies of war and combat. He has shown great aptitude in both battle tactics and the management of armies. He'll make a fine commander one day, I am sure. An insane opportunist, impatient, brave, and fickle. Oh my god, he's terrifying. This boy's gonna get himself killed in battle. An alliance, a marriage between me and the HRE. Princess Margarita Dirksdottir, daughter of Kaiser Dirk and Dionysios. Accept. Think you should be able to choose cross-dressing or gender transition at any time. Yeah. I feel like it would be difficult to implement in a way that would make everyone happy, unfortunately. Because no matter what, there's people who are going to complain about things that are not, things that they perceive as true that aren't correct. And their historical accuracy and whatever, and kind of the dark side of Paradox games. Honestly, I'm surprised they've gotten away with having sexuality represented the way it is, without more complaints. No matter what his other worth may be to our scheme, there's no denying that Strategos Helios' sheer distance from Marcos causes us issues. Reliability. I didn't even know I was still scheming against Marcos. I completely forgot. Let me execute. Such delightful filth I've helped keep high. $13 days. 16 days, okay. It thinks we're gonna lose this, but I don't agree. Like, yes, we have a lot of levies, but I think we should be able to win this. Oh, now it thinks we're gonna win it. Okay. A, they're wrong. Yes. Agreed. Getting new roles and debuffs, buffs and debuffs is great for the role-playing part. I agree wholeheartedly. I just very easily could see it implemented as something along the lines of, we've added cross-dressing to the game. It's an event you get if you're eccentric or or a lunatic. And it's like, oh, that's not good. That's worse than if you hadn't put it in there. It could be done wrong is really what I'm getting at. Excuse me. Peasants' lot is to serve their lord. Run up here. Are they in Constantinople or? Hard to tell. Well, Marcus Typhon has brought forward undeniable evidence that Gregorios was fathered by none other than him. A courtier and some Rurikid, sure. It is Zenobia, the daughter of Captain Simultakios, plotting to kill my son. That mud-eating fiend. Maybe just add a decision that any character can take, enabled by default. Toggle one game. Called Alagobulus' legacy. I mean, yes, there's ways to do it right. I just don't know if it will be done right. It's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover Romila has given birth to a son, and we both know that I am the father. Thankfully, Romila has kept quiet about me, and no one else knows the truth, at least for now. I must be very careful about this. I don't need to legitimize bastards if they're not going to be part of my dynasty anyway. Or I don't need to acknowledge bastards that won't be part of my... The powerful bear. My master of the hunt brings word of beasts spotted in my realm. I'm hearing much talk from Azia. It said a foul bear has been terrorizing local villages. Rude. Snatching livestock before disappearing into the slopes. Interesting. Who are you calling foul? Only a good bear can defeat a bad bear. That's true. That's very true. My foe has accused my vassal of having had an affair with his lover. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Still, we have to call the guards. A foul bear is like an owl bear but with a duck bill. It's a big platypus. Low controlling counties. Still. Designated guardian for your daughter, rapidly approaching bear. Looks like diplomacy is the way to go. I'll educate her myself. Oh, she's Irish. Let's, remove guardian. Educate her. I want to convert culture. Negotiate an alliance with your son and heir, Helios. I took Focus Fluge out playing with a bow, and to my surprise he ran into a wounded doe. He did not hesitate in the slightest to bring it down. Greatness awaits you. Brave and ambitious is kind of scary. For an intrigue character in particular. Greatness awaits you. I don't need him to be sadistic's worse. So... glad to call you an ally. No. Scourge of the Bosphorus. A fearsome whale ravages shipping along the straits. My strategos Viserion laments. Fishermen, merchants, even naval captains all dread leaving their havens. Dusty accounts of Justinian I struggled with Porphyros, scourged for decades before standing on the beach and being hacked to pieces or brought forth. Some even suggest the new threat to be an avenging descendant. Dubious stratagems are offered to deal with the terror of the deep as accounts of its exploits pile up. That's right, it was under Justinian, so it wasn't contemporaneous to this time, but it must be stopped by any means. Gain bested the beast. Whale fat candles artifact. The beast is unstoppable. Mandate armaments, convoys, and safe routes. Means Ghost of the Strait. Sailors must look to St. Nicholas. I think we take the chance on stopping it. Let's go! Is that what you call a Genshin player? That's really mean. Yes. Oh, and I have an ancient plaque, apparently. Of something. I thought you said I would get candles. I guess that was a lie. How many times have I told you to stay away from the newly planted geraniums? Is that my gardener Eudoxia here bellowing? I turn to see her carrying my daughter, rapidly approaching Bear, by the scruff of her neck down the hall towards me. The child flails wildly, covered in petals and dirt, unable to reach Eudoxia's arm. Put me down. I'll tell the Basilius on you. My gardener dumps her cargo in a heap at my feet. The damn girl has trampled all my hard work, my lord. It would take weeks to undo the damage. Rapidly approaching Bear wipes the tears from her eyes and meekly sobs. They were chasing me. I've never lost a game of it. Sometimes it pays to be caught. We will go and help replant them. You'll go and help replant them. Well, she has a diplomacy education. Gardener herbalist would be really nice, frankly. But let's improve her education. Uh, how honored and grateful I would be for the chance to govern Chaldea on your behalf. Investment capacity being reached. Sure. Corrupt. Nice. I mean, he actually has really good governor scores, so I wouldn't mind. Right now I'm debating if I should just white peace this stupid war. Where's Nisos again? All the way up there, damn. I think I would make for an excellent spy master. No, you wouldn't. The heir of the Basilius's raiment can be reappointed. Prisoners can be ransomed. I'm not going to worry about that now. Heliopolis. Very small army. Every time you say that, I mishear and picture Raymond Animal Crossing. Nice. The Basilius is Raymond. Must stop the villain behind this. Someone is plotting to kill me. Dokia Komnenos and the King of Nubia. Okay. Not part of my dynasty, that's why I didn't recognize them. I have a peasant revolt. Oh, in Bulgaria. Lovely. That'll show them. Phosphoros and Stefana. She's fine. Join me in the Independence War. It's the King of Burgundy. I'm a little busy. Come to my attention, my lord, that you might be in need of one of my talents. If my services could be of use, please do not hesitate to request them. Sure. Dionysios comes of age. I keep saying his name wrong differently every time. He's ambitious, calm, and lustful. His betrothed is still only 13, so he can't get married yet. Ah. Not to be TMI, but my allergies have been kind of bad lately. And it just kind of gets stuck in my throat. Hydrate and stretch, thank you. Let's take the dreadful. Let's take dreadful. Ah. Mm. Yeah. Ah. Oh, fuck. Ah. Whew. Okay. My vassal has accused my other vassal of having an affair with his lover. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Man sex. Just a bit of man sex. Leave some mangonels and levies behind. And then march the rest over here. Gotten an idea in my attempts to align Anastasios to my interests. With the right arguments, I may be able to convince him that I'm acting not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the Lord himself. Perhaps I should keep diplomatic niceties. We are far too unlikely. Our chances of success on that are far too small. The Battle of Ainos ended in an astonishing victory. I eagerly listen to the messenger as he reads my report from the commander, Captain Slaven, and then turns to the soldiers before me. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies as they made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. Make a fine addition to my collection. Actually not very good. Put on the celebration pyre. We don't need this useless token. It's a river crossing. That sucks. God actually wants me to do this? Yeah. God actually wants me to sleep with everyone in the Empire. He told me. Where's Lycia again? Okay. I siege back those 2 provinces, it should end the war. Forest fever. Oh no. It's gonna very quickly spread to Byzantium. Oh, I didn't ever look at my court positions. Personal physician, I want you to control plagues. Caravan master, I have a champion charioteer. That works for me. I have a bookmaker, which I don't know what that does yet. Monthly influence reduces the cost of hosting a chariot race. Ooh. Oh, bookmaker as in like a bookkeeper. Right. Yeah, I want the extra influence. Court musician. I don't really need. Chief eunuch would be nice. Wet nurse would be nice too. Increases Varangian bodyguard aptitude. No one any good available. I do want a seneschal though. I mean, we can afford it. God wants me to check the character sheet. Sex literally everyone. Exactly. Source trust in thee, mine brother. That was the lever's box having reached his brain. Come on. Go to speed 4. Quest council position. No. I'm not even gonna look. Arrange ceremony at once. Most notable of these is Strategos Alexandrios Trikas, who has traveled here from Antiocha. My Strategos governs the theme of Antioch, a small enclave of minor import, home to provincial Greeks and some fine churches of the true Orthodox faith. Even gazing down at the back of Strategos Alexandrios' head, I can feel his burning contempt. The man mutters oaths rapaciously, while dreaming of beating me to death with his scepter of office. Govern well, Strategos. Good flavor text. I need to read more of those. Siege commander, please. Physician's knowledge has increased. Rapidly approaching bear learned Greek. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Someone is plotting to kill my bodyguard, Olaf. I I saw this character showed up earlier in the Berangian event. I thought he was a woman. I thought he was a large woman. But he is a beardless eunuch. That's hilarious. Good for him. That particular combination is very funny to me. No secret that Independence War has not been going quite as well as we initially expected, and the bickering families have already begun to scheme the ways in which they may fill the growing power vacuum in the realm. Tomarchus Zakios of Antib, however, seeks to do so in a way most helpful to me. In this letter, he offers his pledge to his armies to the war, only in exchange for a substantial number of honorary titles and powers. Very well. Oh, the Independence War for Kaiser Derek? I don't care. Will not be exploited. I'm just like, ah, yes. Trans woman Viking. Excellent. Vinti, Strategos Alexandrios' daughter-in-law, is firmly in my grip. However, with the right strategy, I might raise my upper hand even further. Perhaps Vinti could be used to extend my influence over the Strategos. Ooh. You lose your favor hook. Here's how you will be certain to uncover one of Alexandrios' secrets. It's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover has given birth to a son, and we both know that I am his father. Thankfully, Mare has kept quiet about me, and no one else knows the truth for now. Ah, Daniel. Wait, she's a Kuma. Oh, they all have their own house. Interesting. I guess because she's lowborn. No? Why is Daniel part of his own house? And he's Polish. Oh, because her husband's Polish. I must be very careful about this. Oh, now this is homage. I don't know the difference. Accept your generous gifts. Vinti could find no incriminating information about Strategos Alexandros, so it was a good thing I had prepared it myself. All of a sudden, Alexandros seems to be beset by foul rumors, and I happen to hold all the evidence for them. Fortuna helps those who help themselves. Now for the blackmail.
I'd like some more coffee.
Leaf Broth the Lover, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. Hey, I just need to win a battle, probably. Let's take this fight. Nope, not commander traits, commander skill. Oh, both of my sway targets were swayed. They are both quite happy with me now. Let's sway Governor Viserion. And Alexandrios. Let's also see what the Empire succession is. Helios is number 1. I'm going to... Oh, and Isakios is also in our dynasty, so... I have no reason to... I have no reason to influence this succession right now. Maybe as we get older we can worry about it, but... Team of the Aegean Islands, our uncle is still in line for it, but he's getting really old. Let's put one of our sons in line for Crete. And then try not to use all of our influence right now. To blindly chase a wild creature, launching arrow after arrow, or spurning even harder. Futile, laughs Arminios, my renowned Archis. I need to learn how to say this word. Beasts can be cunning. They scent the stalker on approach, scatter before the hunting pack, and turn violent when cornered. Bringing down quarries means knowing them and their wilderness well, and once the horn is sounded, never relenting. The most skilled of hunters is Arminios. In his company, I'm coming to know the ways of God's creatures and the ways of outwitting them. The chase. Once this war is over, we're gonna have to go hunt that bear. Nice. Let's finish this battle. The forest of my dreams. Through my efforts... Oh, this event. Through my efforts to become truly feared and respected figure, vast number of guilty and disloyal persons have ended up in my dungeons. My cells are stocked to the brim with rivals, traitors, and common criminals. Perhaps it's time for them to meet death in hell and serve Byzantine interests while they're at it. In my macabre machinations, I envision a forest of impaled lowlives and traitors surrounding Constantinople on all sides. A grim reminder to everyone of what happens when the Basilius is betrayed. I see Hypatios on a spike, surrounded by commoners erected in identical fashion. All that remains now is to make the dream a reality. The peasant leader. Hypatios and a few commoners should send a message. All must fear me. Jeez. It's a lot of dead people. Him and a few commoners should send a message. It's not where death lives. Highly depends on who you ask. Enemy war leader is captured. I'm going to ransom him. See, that's why I didn't want to do that. At last my vision has been brought to life by the corpses of countless criminals. I stroll with leisure to the ambient sound of squawking birds and the gentle drip of stale blood onto sodden ground. Fate. Upon concluding my tour, I take in one last breath of my deathly miasma before returning home, content with my work. Now all will fear the name Basilius the Book of Gouda Cheese of the Byzantine Empire. Ooh, control growth. Excellent. Now we'll end the war, which is going to re-imprison him anyway. Very silly. All right. This is a chonky Byzantium. How's Georgia doing? They haven't expanded much. Are they still a conqueror? They are. How is the plague looking? Not that bad, actually. It could spread to Constantinople, but it hasn't yet. I'm going to isolate the capital. I don't want to lose that legitimacy, though. How bad of a plague is this? It's minor. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about it. My nephew of Navarra will not accept an alliance. Why? Because I'm at war. It's not my war. And my current number of alliances. Alright, fine. I don't need an alliance with Navarra. Fuck you. Okay, so what to do with these prisoners? I could castrate and or blind them. Have you renounced your claims? I would gain stress for blinding or disfiguring. Damn. Got a little bit of legitimacy there, but I think that's only a one-time thing. I want the dread, but I can't afford the stress. 69 dread. Nice, 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 nice. Ransom and hook? Can't ransom and hook. We're just gonna ransom them off. We'll reinvest this money. Bulgaria can't afford it, so I'll decide what to do with him shortly. You can't fully afford it either, so I'll decide what to do with you in a minute. Gorius from Balsac, we're going to torture him. No, we're forgiving. Damn it. I guess going down the torturer tree isn't very helpful for us. We're going to get stressed out from every torture. Although, that being said, we are working towards thriving in chaos, which would give us martial intrigue and prowess for being stressed. So there's that. An independence faction started fostering cultural integration in Isis. Interesting. What is the culture of Isis? Armenian. It's not a huge difference. I'm not gonna worry about it. If he wants to do it himself, he's welcome to, but I'm not gonna reculturize the people there. Welcome back. I'm engaging with my dearest Ramila in our usual pillow talk, wrapping her lovely hair around my fingers. You love my hair so much, my morsel. Perhaps you should carry it with you always, and as you go about your duties as Basilius. So then everyone will see that you and I are one. I don't think I'm going to do this literally just because our last character had this title. What? That's disgusting. It's hair. My prisoner, Lord Gregorios, has escaped my dungeons. Damn. Dynasty has unlocked the Power is a Ladder Dynasty Legacy. Initial political scheme success chance promoting house members is cheaper. I think that's good for us. I think that's what I would have picked anyway. Yes. Okay, good. Space is really pretty. Funny glowy sky go burr. I can't see it from down here. Or I'm told that I wouldn't be able to see it, so I haven't tried. I'm sad. Too far south. Someone's plotting against my daughter-in-law, Stefana. Don't do that. Didn't expect to be able to see it either. There's a I saw a map of like where it's expected to be visible, and I'm still too far south of it. What in the world was my son Flonkus Fluge doing in that wardrobe in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, he claims. He looks like a ghost, shaking, eyes wide open, staring at walls. Oh no, I know what happened. He must have seen two of the nappers plucking a duck together. Poor boy looks shocked. I would not be surprised if he will find intimacy difficult when he grows up. I did too. I was not within that map. Oh, okay. I'll take a look after stream. Chaste is fine. He can be brave, ambitious, and chaste. Against House Adrianopolis? Sure. Alright, let's start building holdings in Constantinople. Small hill fort here. Small hill fort here. kind of like to hold these cities, but oh well. Now let's build cattle pastures here. Build quarries here. These are plains, so farms and fields most likely. Tolia, these are mountains. Cattle pastures. Oh, trade ports. No, Murex Fisheries. Has county modifier backwater. This county, once the territory of implacable rulers of Hellas, has sadly fallen to ignominy. While currently a shadow of its former self, this county may well rise to greatness once again. May be removed using the Restore the Byzantine Empire decision once development is 50 or more? Why does it have that? Byzantium still exists. Weird. Oh shit, ads. Everybody get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, take care of your meat vessel. Get some water, make a sandwich, make some coffee. You know the drill. We'll be back in 3 minutes once ads are done, and I will see you then. Apparently the lights are visible in South Carolina. Huh. I'll try it. We'll see. I know it was really far south, but it didn't look like it went to Southern California, so I don't know. Alright, be right back. Oh, excuse me. And I have some more liquid. And by liquid, I mean caffeine. Caffeinated liquid. So... Thanks, phone. So I know y'all can't see this, but I'm looking at reestablish the Theodosian borders. Completely control the region of the Theodosian Eastern Empire. Which mostly means controlling Egypt. Egypt and the Levant. Mostly. That could be something to work for. Work towards, excuse me. Control the Roman Empire. Dismantle the Roman pretenders. Consolidate rule. Interesting. I'm just looking at options right now, decisions right now. Completely control Egypt to reinstate the grain dole. That makes sense. Okay. Ouchie. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I'm just thinking of plans. I'm curious about religious map. It is all Orthodox. We are all Orthodox. I think we may want to fight for Egypt and Jerusalem on account of the fact that we have a few decisions that are going to push us in that direction. Now, I'm not going to do that yet. I'd like to be out of war. I am going to go on a hunt. We're going to hunt some bear, which hurts me. Also stag, boar. Ooh, maybe not, especially because of the whole plague thing going on over there. It's a bit dangerous. It's not too bad, though. These are all hills. They're high danger. Why are they high danger? Holders opinion, county control. I'm not going to go on a hunt. Low county control. Yes, yes, yes. I think we looked at this already. We did. And we should be working on improving. Yes. Good, good. The last thing I want to consider doing, however, is a pilgrimage. To like, mostly to just visit all of these areas around Greece. I'll probably have to do a grand tour for that. What I'm going to do instead of any of that is I'm going to host a chariot race, because we still haven't seen that. Let us appease the populace. Moderate legitimacy and popular opinion gain. It's not that much more money to have high spectacles. Before I do that, it said something about popular opinion in the capital increases this. Popular opinion is very high in the capital because we pacified locals recently. So that'll be great. Ease the populace. Adjusted by popular opinion in capital. A city in waiting. Below my high castisma, the hippodrome's great statues are burnished, the sand carefully swept, and the places for thousands of spectators made clean. Constantinople's streets, meanwhile, are mad with anticipation. Political actors of all stripes cartwheel their messages as travelers start to chamber for lodging. And even in the palace, all talk turns to the prastinoi and venitoi. Let the dims be roused. Ooh, free development. Hold on. I want you to always notify me when this is available. Vessel released because he died. Well, that's a good reason to be released from prison. I'm going to look real quickly if any of these prisoners are valuable to us. Like as courtiers or commanders. And it looks like the answer is no, and that's our wife. Who is really hanging on there. Oh, I was gonna torture somebody. Let's torture Romanos for doing the whole rebellion thing. These rats might seem shy, I say as I strap the bucket to Romanos' exposed chest. But once it gets warm in there, they'll do anything to escape. Luckily for them, their teeth are very sharp. He pleads for mercy as I reach for the glowing coals. It had to be done. Grab Thriving in Chaos now. This is going to give us a huge boost to Martial and Intrigue. We're almost maxed out in Governor efficiency, which is really excellent. Those poor rats. Yeah, true. What's going on up here? Attacking Ruthenia. And losing. No, winning. Moesia is getting far too big. My uncle's losing Achaean islands. Someone is plotting against me. Always. Someone is always plotting against me. Torma Cilia. That's how you say it. Oh, Chilia. Well, I don't need that county. It's tribal. How much of this area is still tribal? None of it? I'm confused. Is this the only... Oh no, these are tribal. Or this... Well, this one's tribal. One of them. That one's tribal. I'll spend the money to feudalize it. Fine. Then I'm gonna grant it to a Greek noble. I guess administrative governors can hold tribal lands? No, feudal. He's a feudal governor holding tribal land. I see. Interesting. Priest control and county task is finished. Manage royal guards. Knight effectiveness is actually not that useful to us, so we're going to train commanders instead. When's the 5 months till the chariot race begins? It's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover Ramilla has given birth to a son, and we both know that I am his father. Thankfully, her husband, Prince Yakov, believes it to be his. Prince of Hungary. Nice. Must be very careful about this. As I walk across my court, frustrated, many of my courtiers seem to be droning on and on about some problems they're having in Byzantium. I wish they would just hurry up and fix things themselves without me personally having to deal with every little thing. Something about the discussion sounds familiar. Was this plan not my idea? Is this my fault? Off to the whorehouse, or this mindless chatter has nothing to do with me. We want to try to keep ourselves around 1 or 2 stress. Probably not 2 for the health penalty, but we can play that by ear. He is certain that my acquaintance Eckbert is scheming against my bodyguard Olaf. Why would you do that, Eckbert? Throw him in, let this traitor be known to all. Okay. Exchange hostages. I'll ransom you. Did I want to ransom you? I think that was okay. Constantine. You can get ransom too. My lover was imprisoned by Starbucks for being a fornicator? I'll pay her ransom. She's still in Venice, though. Oh, hey, somebody grabbed that little stretch of land. Okay, apparently that was a fake notification about a court event. I don't know why that happens. I would like for an excellent spy master. No, you wouldn't. Chariot race. Betting opens. Ding, ding, ding. The bookmaker's bell signals that bets may now be placed on the race's time-honored teams. In accordance with my highest of offices, the bookmaker is presented to me and prostrates himself as I consider my wager. This decision is no small thing. The consequences of my supporting a charioteer or a team are both financial and rather political. Oh, the Blues seem to have quite a good choice, and my champion charioteer is part of them. The Vinatoy, I keep wanting to say Vinatois. Vinatoy, a period name for the Blue faction, were considered one of the most prestigious teams that compete in the Hippodrome of Constantinople and were thought to be connected to the upper classes. Famous charioteer Polyphemus was an esteemed member of the Blues, although he briefly changed his membership to the Greens during the time of the Nika riots. Because I employ my champion charioteer, I will gain additional influence from winning this bet. 28.6% chance to win. Target of your wager must come in first. 57.2% chance to place. 85.9% chance to show. I'm gonna bet on the Vinatoy. The chariot spectacle isn't the sole amusement of the day. Not all that's here is set Not all that's here to set men's passions ablaze. As spirits run hot, prostitutes slip through the crowd and ply their trade. A painted face, an especially comely one, smiles to me invitingly. How daring of her to come near these places of honor. But even here I could easily take her hand in mine and follow her sweet-smelling body to a secluded place. It does sound appealing. Oh, that's a lot of money. Possible outcome, nothing happens or nothing happens. The Vinatoy are fielding a cadre of skilled drivers, whose names are certainly among those praised in the markets, spoken reverently by children. Even the imperial court fawns and swoons over them. I could place my stake on any of these celebrity racers, but perhaps no single competitor is far and away the best prospect. I believe I'll hedge my bets. I'm going to bet on my champion charioteer for the additional influence. Oh no, I'll hedge my bets, I guess. Interminable twists and turns ever descend us and lead us to an empty aviary. As doves coo for the coming of peace, Phyllis and I couple. Every muscle straining, every moment furtively glancing to the doorway. I hold her close until at last I reach satisfaction. Faintly the crowd roars. You're like few others, my lord, purrs Phyllis, tracing designs like purse strings along my bare skin. Dare I dream of you seeking me out again? Comes my lover. I pay even more money. That's expensive. What occasion the races are. I could afford a pretty bastard. Certainly not letting you get away. Most wise, murmurs the bookmaker. And what manner of wager do you wish to affix the blue-clad chariots? First or second place is plenty, I think. My predictions are scratched down, a testament to the quality of my judgment. Hopefully also to my prescience and knowledge of the sport. Perhaps all of the talk of the subject of late has left me in good stead. Finally, noble Basilius, what amount do you wish to stake? We're gonna go all in. Spend 200. We have it. And if we win, it's a decent income. No longer overwhelmed by stress is unfortunate. We'll have to torture someone. Quest governorship. How honored and grateful I would be for the chance to govern Thrastakion on your behalf. You're worse than the guy who governs it. No. You're worse than the guy who governs it, and you're ill. You're ill and in poor health. Fine. With the masses throng the while the masses throng the stands, the nobility snake across their privileged sections. Here in the Kashishma, we can mercifully enjoy some calm. Servants bearing every refreshment wait on our whims, as the charioteers ply their treacherous trade below. Among those joining me in my box today is my sister Vinti, clearly basking in her privileged access to me and what that communicates. These are the best sort of people. Come, Vinti, sit beside me. Vinti's candidate score increases. Good place to trade in secrets. Chatting instead of enjoying this view would be a travesty. Come, Vinti, sit beside me. Though the nobility have the best stands in the hippodrome, they are nothing compared to commanding seats of my Kathisma and all that it represents. Each of them covet a place up here, and it seems none more than Tomarchus Bartholomeus of Nicopolis, who has placed an entreating note into the hands of the palace guard. Nicopolis. Fine, let him in. Gains influence. I could simply piss him off and spend influence. He actually likes me, so I don't think I want to piss him off. So we'll let him in. A roar rises from the crowds, then spreads, repeats itself, becomes a chant. I lean forward, straining to catch the words. The hoi polloi are stamping, pointing, shouting a name. Down with Tomarchus Istionios. Hydrate and stretch, thank you. Hoi polloi, the mini, yes. I had heard that Tomarchus Istanionos was gaining a bit of a reputation, but I had no idea that people were this angry. Where are you? all the way up there. Why? How did you piss off the people in Constantinople this much? He shall be stripped of his position. Placate the crowd, send them prizes. High chance to gain legitimacy. Appeasement efforts. Popular opinion. Control level goes up. Or we gain rebellious mobs. He's actually a decent governor of a province that I don't care about. We're gonna placate the crowd. What's my legitimacy look like? Yeah, bad. Real bad. We're gonna placate the crowd. Crowd is delighted. Okay, stretch and hydrate. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Vinatoy, Vinatoy, Vinatoy. Blue. Comes the chant from below, growing louder as the sweaty commoner Arminio stumbles to one knee before Lady Margarita and I. Noble prelates, voices he, you're among the greatest, truest supporters of our beloved Vinatoy. Would you care to step among us? Lift a cup with some stout and loyal compatriots. I'll keep the boys from brawling and stone-throwing, I swear. Margaritas and the other nobles seem to be in a genial mood, but even still, everyone cringes at the thought of the mob. Shall lead a mighty rally of all Vinatoy. They may roar's your name, or I spend influence. Better to revel only with highborn Vinatoy. Let's be a populist. We need this legitimacy quite badly. And the nobles don't like us anyway, so fuck it. It is time, leading my household, I ascend to the marble Kathisma, an honorary place among the pandemonium of the Hippodrome. Greek is such a hard language for me. As the sea of spectators awaits, I consider the substance of my opening address. I shall intone the ancient, impressive formalities, of course, but also publicly designate an aspirant for the throne. Oh, publicly denigrate an aspirant for the throne. No. Boast of my righteous war. Speak of my beneficence. Why can't I say this word? Speak of my beneficence and the loyalty I expect in return. Let's do that. We need the legitimacy. Bathed in the golden hues of the noon sun, the crowd's thunderous cheers greet the charioteers. Leon, Heraclios, and Eugenios are favored to win today. They stand poised at the starting line with reins taut and eyes aflame with determination. As the imperial trumpets sound, the chariots surge forward, wheels kicking up dust in a whirlwind of speed and skill. The ground beneath me quakes with the thunder of hooves as the race unfolds with palpable energy. Let the games begin. In a surprise upset, Marquinhos grips the reins and urges his fine steeds to round the curve as tightly as possible, edging past Heraclios into fourth place. The crowd goes wild. Those supporting the Liakoi flash their colors and raise a great cheer. Those supporting the Prasioi, however, harumph in dismay. Speed 4 already? Okay. Oh, betrothed can marry. My son Dionysos and Margarita of the Holy Roman Empire. Yes. Send proposal. Okay, secret exposed. My Strategos, Lord Constantinios, has had an affair with his lover Constantine. All eyes are on Marchios' chariot and the steady lead he carves. When Constasus, trailing with the losers, leaps out of his carriage into the back of his leading horse, arms raised in triumph. The masses roar with glee as Constas somehow maintains his place, deterring overtakes despite everything. The cheers reach fever pitch when Constas suddenly loses his footing. A whinnying tangle of timber, horseflesh, and dust rolls across the sand and crashes into the barriers. Damn, that sucks. The first three charioteers blaze across the finish line. Cheers erupt for Marchios, Leon, and Heraclios. A breathtaking display of speed and skill marks the close of the race. The roaring crowd swept up in awe adds a thunderous acclaim to the spectacle. My wager on the Venatoi was ill-conceived. My bookkeeper brought in a tidy sum from the betting. The empire is 2,250 gold richer. Armintios, of course, took a customary cut of 10%. He still gained so much gold, though. Better luck next time. Today my daughter, rapidly approaching Bear, was taught a lesson in vassal management by Cosma. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond her. I must let things take their time, a rapidly approaching Bear says. Only by being patient and letting my subjects work at their own pace may I rule wisely. Rapidly approaching Bear seems unaware that some subjects would willfully waste her time. Patient is fine. I'm gonna make her forgiving. Because it's a virtue, and so that to push my stress back up to level 2. As the Emperor, it is my great honor to bestow the time-honored palm leaf onto Marchios to mark his victory. Leon and Heraclios receive their commendations in turn, each prize a testament to their exceptional prowess in the arena. A victory well earned. Defeat in the Independence War. I need to take a look at what he lost. As the Hippodrome echoes with the falling cheers of the Hoi Polloi, I take a moment to reflect on the dazzling displays of skill and competition that comprise our culture. For the victories, triumph, and glories, for the crowd fiery passion, the heart of the Empire beats on with unmatched fervor. Till next time. Finish chariot race. Oh, it's mostly just the what happened to France? I was gonna say it's mostly just their border with France, but France doesn't exist anymore. Huh. Bransant. Truly. King of Burgundy, Aquitaine, you're a duke. Somehow the HRE has part of Aquitaine, though. It's weird. And Brittany's a kingdom. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on France. 2 Burgundies, yeah. Oh, wow, I was gonna call this, Andalusia, but no, it's... Isbilia is doing quite well. And there's still Muhawaldi, too. That's actually really refreshing. Usually when I play in this region, southern Spain becomes entirely Ashari. It's a refreshing change of pace. Zirid is too strong. Something needs to be done about that. Isabel. Interesting, interesting. I can apparently station men-at-arms. Something like this. And then we have too many of these guys, really. Here we go. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap up here just because I have some work to do on so I have some work to do that I planned with someone regarding the charity streams coming up. So I have to do that at some point today, and I need to grab food, and I think we're at a good stopping point. Hopefully the rest of this month we'll have some pretty good streams, good long streams coming up.